how to use eye contact to hold your audience's attention. Welcome to Speakers Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas and Lily Patrascu. Discover how to become a charismatic speaker and leader so you can attract ideal clients and business collaborations.
Yes, and keeping your eyes open, that would be that would be the first step that we have to do, because we have seen a lot of speakers that somehow, I don't know, they come to the stage and they have the eyes almost closed, and definitely you won't be able to to engage with the audience. So Lily, open your eyes. Show the people how your eyes should be open when you are speaking on the stage. You should open your eyes and smile. But now, eye contact is the most important thing, and there is a great difference when you do it eye contact into speaking on a camera. Completely different is when you're speaking on stage, because you have to make the full audience 100% aware, like they need to feel it that you are speaking with them. That will enhance also your engagement, because if you look at different points of the audience, then the people see that you're looking at them, and they're not gonna get distracted with the phone or with anything, because they know that the speakers are looking at them. So basically, you divide the audience in 8 parts, right? So if you divide you have the audience, you divide this into 8 squares, imaginary, and your whole job is to not look in order to the squares. That's not the point that we're looking. But for example, if you look to the square to the back corner, then you look at the front, then you look at the back, then you look at the front, then you look at the middle, then you look. But um, you constantly need to um, make eye contact with different sectors of the audience. Something that I like a lot, that Lily does it a lot, is along with the eye contact, Lily actually goes down the stage and walk and look into the person into the eye. So Lily, can you tell us a little bit more about what you do when, because you're taking sometimes eye contact to the next level when you go down to the stage and look to the people in the eye?
The very first thing you need to do to have the most impactful eye contact is to first, when you come to the stage, to take a second to calm yourself down and to breathe. It is perfectly okay to do that while the audience is giving you an applause. And while you do that, once the applause has calmed down, you would start to look from left to right, very gently and very slowly, to everyone. You start to make eye contact with everyone. And I find, for me, that is one of the most calming things you can possibly do in order to remember that you are speaking in front of people that are just like you. They're a little bit afraid of you too, in the same way that you are a little bit afraid of them too. So when you take the time to look at them, you realize they are not that scary at all. And you remember what you are there to do, which is to teach. The other thing that I do is that I like to ask them a question. And by asking them a question, I'm engaging them. And while I'm engaging them with a question, after a while, I start to move down the aisle. And then as I'm going down the aisle, I am looking to the left, and then I'm looking into the eyes of a particular person. And it is perfectly fine to do that and to not look at absolutely everyone. And I remember before, it used to be so frustrating because you have only 2 eyes and there's thousands of eyes looking at you. And it can be so frustrating because you want to give everyone your attention, but you don't know where to turn. So that's why it's good that you fixate your eyes for a few seconds, for 3 seconds, on a person from the audience, from the left. And then You can look, for example, at the very back to the left. And then you can look at the very back to the right. And then you can look at the very front in the right. So by doing these kind of like glances of 3 seconds, you are going to realize that you are going to have a conversation with a particular person, while everyone who is that in that region, they will feel like you are looking at them, although you may not exactly do that because you're looking at, let's say, Pedro from
at a section. Yeah.
But then that particular section who is around Pedro will feel like they are being seen by you. They are being observed. They matter. They are important because you are talking to them.
And if you go down the stage, something that Lily does, that even enhance the eye contact, because imagine that you're speaking on the stage and now with the people that are in the center of the audience, rather than you to look at them from the stage, you go down the stage, you walk a little bit, and again, you're looking at one person, but the whole point is that the whole section of this particular sector will be thinking that you are looking at them, and also that you're getting closer because you're walking down, and this is eye contact. This is very important. Keeping the eye contact. You can never ever lose the eye contact with the audience, and this is a mistake a lot of speakers make sometimes, that they are speaking from the audience and they turn back and they start to write on the board like they are in class. In professional speaking, this doesn't work. This is a no. You can't never break eye contact with the audience, never ever ever. So if you need to look at the PowerPoint, or if you need um, to take notes, to write notes, the way that you do it, you need to be sideways. Never give the back to the audience. Be sideways, and while you're writing, you need to be writing and looking at the audience. Writing a little bit and looking at the audience. Looking at the PowerPoint and looking at the audience. So your minimum, the more you minimize the time that you break eye contact with the audience, the more engagement you're going to have. And that's all for me.
Follow us for more charismatic speaker and leader tips.